Ranika
and Lolly,
and we are here with Pretty Opinion.
Pretty Opinion.
You guys, let's make a round of applause.
Yes, we have our first guest on the show.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And
I'm the first guest?
Guest. You special.
Yes.
So you know.
You are our first guest. We're real excited about this.
It's real special.
So you guys, we have our first guest today, and if you guys don't know her, you guys should. Her name is Brittni. On Instagram, it is at @Brittni, TheBrittni. Period.
Okay.
Yes, I got it right.
Yeah.
Yes. So follow her on Instagram. Her name is The Brittni. I'm sure you guys know her from many other outlets, or if you don't, well, you guys will get to know her today. Make sure y'all check out her Instagram. Do you have any other social media?
Well, before we let her introduce herself, we're going to have you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Facts.
Make sure you guys click the subscribe button below. Make sure you guys put on our post notifications. And make sure you guys follow us, the co-hosts. Mine is Trendsetter_Lolly. And
my name is Ranika, the MUA,
And we'll add that below here so you guys can go ahead and see that. And we're actually going to let Brittni introduce herself.
Yes, so, you introduce yourself.
Well, I feel shy.
All your social media shit.
So my name is Brittni. I am the owner of Unicorn Universe, and I also have an online store from Britt. This top is actually on there. So all the cute fly.
Make sure y'all go buy that.
Cute fly shit or cute fly stuff?
Cuss.
Oh, okay.
Cuss what
cute
you
fly
want.
shit, you know. And yes, I'm a mother. Also, I'm an entrepreneur. So yeah, I think that's enough for now.
Yeah.
Yes, we are so excited to have you on here.
Yeah, we are. Excited. Thank you, Brittni.
Yes, thank you for coming on here.
Supporting. We support her too.
Yes,
we do.
Her clothes are very fly.
Did y'all try your outfits
very
on?
cute. I already wore my outfit, unfortunately. I didn't wear it on the best day. I wore it on a day that I got the...
we wore it over the weekend actually,
and
we're gonna rewear it.
Up this whole weekend.
I'm not gonna wear it. What outfit?
The one with the do-rag.
I'll show you the video. It was cute. It was mad cute.
It
feels so good.
No. I still got the outfit. I'm gonna put it on again.
I'm gonna repost it and I'm gonna tag you. But no, really, we're gonna
even if y'all just send it to me.
No, we're gonna do our content day and we're gonna post it because it was cute.
We be having content days. Yes, it's amazing.
What you wore?
I wore the it was like the tan
she wore the one that you had on at the pop-up shop.
I got a lot of good, really good, and I got a small. I got a lot of compliments. It was real cute.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. So we had her drip on, and we're going to put it on again so y'all can see it on our Instagram. So make sure y'all follow us, like we said. Yes. But sorry, Brittni.
And speaking of the drop, we're gonna go ahead and talk about how our weekends was because we always talk about how our weekend was.
Oh yes, that's how we start off every podcast episode. How was your weekend?
Yes.
So we're gonna start with Brittni. So she's guest. How was your weekend, sis?
So my weekend was very hectic. It was fortunate and unfortunate, but the good thing is I had an event. I rebranded and relaunched Unicorn Universe. So I did the first drop. There's a second drop coming to this collection. The collection is Earth Sucks. And I really like
that
the second. Thank you. The second drop is really my favorite. The first drop, the clothes is super cute. The fit is good, but the second drop, the designs are like designing. So So
I
that's what I did.
Dressed up stuff, and I like the second drop because it's more.
Did you
dressy.
see some?
I've seen a little bit of the designs.
Okay, so the second drop is coming soon. That's that, and then my week. The 4th of July, I didn't do nothing. I was in the house. All my kids was gone. Their friends and stuff. So I was bored in the house. I went with my cousin to eat barbecue at a restaurant. We didn't even make real barbecue, but whatever.
Right.
And I went back home and I was just in the house annoyed because people was popping fireworks, disturbing my peace.
I hate fireworks. Can we talk? I hate fireworks.
I don't mind it, but I'm like, okay, it's 1:30 a.m. Like, is y'all
Did y'all see all the crazy videos of people getting hurt and stuff?
Yes,
crazy.
That was funny.
Yes,
it wasn't funny, but
it was.
The one of Chief Keef was really funny.
No, you saw the one that was worse than that. The Caucasian people.
Yes, that
and
was
the car looked like the car set on the van.
That's why I don't play with people when they do their at-home fireworks. Like, I'd rather go watch fireworks. I don't even like fireworks for real, but if I'm gonna go see fireworks, I need to go see it where it's safe. I don't like the at-home fireworks. It's too loud. No. Like, too close.
Fireworks is not DIY. Ooh, okay. So I have a good question for you. Mm-hmm. Did you see the boy, the TikTok boy that let off fireworks in his house while his mom was there?
No. What happened?
He let it out in his house.
Was
and
it
his
like
mom,
a lot or a little
it was
bit?
a lot.
It was like
real
one
bad.
Pikachu
They
firework.
messed up their house.
That shit hit, but he lit it up. He was like,
and then
he didn't
flew
think
in
it
the
was
air.
like he was he was freaking out.
And his mom was
it was bad.
cussing.
His mom was screaming.
And his mom was screaming. What would you do if your child did that? I gotta know.
Let off a firework in your house.
Let off a firework in their ass.
For views.
That's what I'm
oh, okay. I was like,
No,
see, that made me reconsider.
No.
Zay don't get me. He'll do that. Jaden, he might have did that. He would have been a
that
live stream
like a Jaden
like,
thing.
yeah, Jaden would have did that.
I said I don't want kids no more after seeing that because that was too much.
No, kids are cool. They're
You
fun.
like them?
I like my kids. I'm not a fan.
You
of
want
kids.
any more?
I'm not I say it all the time.
Yeah,
like,
she
I
says
like
that all the
my
time.
kids,
my
my
other
She
kids,
says that.
and then it kind of stopped there.
right.
Like
love
other kids,
though.
I'm just not a kid friendly.
Me
person.
either.
No.
But that's just my opinion. Like for instance, I remember one time, I think Prince was a pumpkin or something for Halloween. He went to his school. You know they had a Halloween at the school, and the little girl was like, "Why is you a pumpkin?" I was like, "Why is you a Barbie?" And
Right.
she was
Ready to
like,
snap on the
she
child.
was like 2 years old.
Not ready to snap on
Like,
the
I'm
child.
just not like
Brittany
I'm
would
like,
say something like that.
Why
too.
why you got on that?
You don't want no more kids?
Me and my little niece, we play so much all the time. Like yesterday, I like my kids. Like I consider like my nieces,
Right, your
a
kids,
kid in my
yeah.
family. I don't know. If I get married, that's the only way. I have to be happily married for a few years, and I'm not signing no prenup. Or we gotta have some things in writing before I just pop out a baby. Like that's like a lifetime commitment. Even after they get grown, I'm 34, and I still get on my mama nerves. I still like, Mom, can you please do my event? Please, can you get me some balloons?
You do.
Please?
Like,
Like
your mom's very involved.
I'm grown. It's like even when the kids get 18, it's not over with.
It's a
Hell
forever
nah.
commitment.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta know I'm secure in this commitment.
And I'm here for the no prenup.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, if I have a baby, it's like no prenup is out the window. Or if you get caught cheating on me, I gotta have some clauses to the it gotta make sense.
Yeah, it gotta make sense.
But we not getting married to get divorced anyway. I'm gonna try to definitely.
It's forever. We
But
for
I'm getting me a
For
prenup. I'm getting a
lifers.
prenup like how Candy did.
Exactly.
Oh, so you feel like you should get a prenup, but he
Anything
shouldn't.
that we do while we're married, okay. Businesses that we start as a married couple, cool. But anything I already had going on,
that's
you're not about to Kevin Federline me or whatever his name is.
But what about with him?
Yeah.
Everything that he had before, you have no rights to that. Then would that be fair?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
That's not. God said the man is the provider.
God said.
That come from God. I didn't make that rule,
God
baby.
said the man is the provider.
It did not
Period.
say the woman. So let me
Okay.
keep my little coins if we decide to go our separate ways. But whatever, yeah.
I'm here for it.
So, Ronika, how was your weekend? Before we dig into things.
Oh my God, y'all. My weekend was real wild. And you guys know I'm lame. Like, I don't even go out. I don't do
Yeah, it was
I don't do
wild. You
shit.
put on the outfit and then get a picture.
Yeah, that was wild too. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
whole
Because I
weekend
was
was
cute the
real
whole weekend. I
crazy.
was like literally cute
Yeah.
like every fucking day. Yo, every time, it's so funny. Every time Brittany see when I'm cute, she be like, you look cute. I be like,
You know when we be going to work,
we be looking busted.
dusty. I'll be
But
looking
I'm-
so dusty at work. I'm
But
sorry.
like, you know, I do your makeup and stuff. So it's like I see when you get cute and you be cute. Like at
Majority
least
of the time.
out of 7 days a week, Brittany
Majority
be
of
cute
the time.
5
Yeah, 'cause
times
you
out
do
of
a
the
lot
week.
of
Like,
cap.
no,
No,
not in my
really.
work mode. I wake up
But
and
you
throw
still
on
look cute.
anything. I
But
pick
part
a
of your-
balled up shirt out
Part
the
of your
drawer.
work mode too is your content. So most of the time, I
No,
feel like you're
exactly.
touching a lot.
Her work mode
That
be
be
cap.
y'all.
Okay, well, Brittany
I will shoot 20 outfits in a day or 2
Yeah.
days.
Okay.
That's
I'll
facts.
get my makeup done, change my wig 3-4 times. And
Okay,
shoot
well,
20
maybe-
outfits, and y'all will think, oh, where's she at on Instagram? Where's she at?
Maybe I just
got dressed to go to Instagram.
I just see you cute a lot. So hey.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I thank you.
Yeah,
but-
take the compliment. She
Take
don't never
it.
like taking compliments either. But that's one thing about Brittany. But yeah. Every time Brittany see me and I actually look cute, she be like, "Bitch, you look cute." I be like, "Yeah, Brittany, I can get cute. God damn it.
Clean up
Like, I
pretty
know I be
nice.
looking like shit, but Jesus." But I did look cute this weekend, and I'm sorry I didn't take a picture in your outfit. I am gonna take it like tomorrow. I'm gonna get my outfit back together. And
clear background. That's what I tell people. Because I be want to repost it.
Yeah, repost my picture. Period.
When people be having people in the background.
Oh,
yeah, no.
We don't get down like that.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Y'all stuff be cute. I be seeing
Yeah.
Try.
But you guys, my weekend was fun. I went to Brittni's
pop-up shop.
It was her pop-up shop. Yep. Me and Lolly went to Brittni's pop-up shop, and then after, me and Lolly went to a pool party. My client had a pool party. It was so fun. If this was like a real like, if I could tell y'all our if I could tell y'all real tea, I would tell y'all, but I can't tell y'all real tea because Lolly gonna be embarrassed.
The fact that you said that,
I ain't gonna lie, yo, that shit was crazy. Brittni, I'm gonna tell you after.
Okay, yeah.
Can I tell you real?
What?
Yeah.
No. What's going on? How she gonna tell my business?
Oh,
How you gonna tell my business like that?
happened to me.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you see my Finsta?
Oh my God.
Did you see the video?
I don't even
know
know
what I
Did you
had.
see
But
the-
was your teeth gritting? Maybe
No.
I had something. Okay, I had.
It was real bad. Okay.
It was real bad.
Real
Okay,
bad.
but besides
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
back to my weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to one pool party. My client Kiera had a pool party. It was so fun.
Shout out Kiera.
We really tried to do the TikTok challenge when it was like you in the studio and you like, I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot love. We tried to do that, but it was really a fail.
Okay. You gotta get on TikTok.
We might post
TikTok
that. We might
got it on my
TikTok
phone.
is where the money resides. I tell you that. I know you're gonna be on TikTok. She likes the money.
I've been
so.
on there. I got a TikTok, but I don't.
People be
I'ma
buying stuff on there a
try.
lot.
I'm gonna try. Y'all gotta send me on there.
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried to do the challenge, whatever. Well, we tried to do the challenge. It was a fail. And then after that, we went
You
to.
tried too close to the mic.
No, I ain't touching it. No,
okay.
I'm good, right? Okay. So after that, we went to another pool party at this big ass mansion at some disclosed person's house, and that was fun too. I ain't trying to know why we ain't giving no shout outs, nigga. The fuck?
It was basketball.
We don't even gotta say it. Don't matter. Who cares? We went to a person's pool party. It was really fun. You know, we was turned there. Then we went to Sovereign Suites, and then I got into a car accident. So I missed my flight to Chicago. I was supposed to do my client Kayla's video shoot.
She rapping now?
Yeah, she's rapping now.
nice. Okay.
I was supposed to. She flew me out to Chicago, and I
we were
missed it.
so excited to go.
Fuck you.
Renika has a history of missing flights.
Ooh. Do we want to talk about it?
No, I don't think we want to rehash that. We're not
Everyone
gonna
makes
rehash
mistakes.
that.
Kayla don't feel. It's not personal.
Everyone makes mistakes. And that wasn't even a mistake.
I missed one
that
flight
was
of
crazy.
Brittni's.
That was like
I
so
missed one
crazy.
flight of Brittni's. Don't do that, Brittni.
And one flight of Kayla's. If we're
And it was so
if we're keeping
expensive, and I
tabs.
gave her the money back, and I was poor.
We
Cat.
really
Let's talk about it.
wanted to go to
Cat?
Chicago. We really
Oh my
did.
God, you think that's cat,
4th of
Brittni?
July,
No,
Chicago.
I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know people. I don't know.
No, you okay? You might not know me, but I never bailed on you, not one time.
All right,
That's
so
true.
what else
That's
was it
true.
giving? What else was
So
the
don't
weekend
do me
giving?
like that.
What else
I'm a
happened
good
weekend?
person.
We love you, Renika.
We do.
What else happened on the weekend?
Nothing.
Okay.
And that's it.
That was the end of my weekend, y'all.
Okay.
All right. So for me, this weekend was the weekend from hell. But I'm not gonna like talk about the weekend for real. It was just a really crazy weekend. It was some parts was fun and some parts were horrible. And honestly, I don't want to remember this weekend. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Period. Okay. Next.
Period.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna dive into Brittni's life.
Brittni,
Okay,
the Brittni.
Oh,
so
Lord.
Brittni has an amazing
Do
clothing
people really
line.
call me the Brittni?
The
Like
Brittni.
in the streets?
The
Why?
Brittni. If they don't
I'd call
know
you
you,
Brittni.
they're gonna call
Nobody
you
says
the
Renika,
Brittni.
the MUA, or Lolly Trendsetter.
Yeah.
They
Why do
might
they
though,
say
you-
the
I
Brittni?
think before I knew
Brittni-
you, I would probably
No,
know
people
you by
do that
the
because I
Brittni.
just started working
Yeah.
with somebody and they sent me a contract and it said the contract is between them and the Brittni.
Brittni.
And I was
Brittni.
like, why did you put the Brittni? My name is Brittni Mealy.
And especially
to the people you love, Brittni. Period. I would like that.
But when I made that
normal name,
it was just because
so many
Brittni was even the way I spell mine, and I'm gonna get it from you, Brittni at Brittni. I'm just letting you know I'm coming for you. And she only have like 300 followers, and her bio is no, you can't have my Instagram name.
You guys, if you guys know anybody that can take people's Instagram names,
that right from her. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I just haven't took the time, but I'm gonna get it.
So your Brittni is with a Y.
No, it's I.
It is I. Okay, I'm trying to get
it's with an I.
Okay. It's Brittni. Brittni. Brittni.
You just want Brittni?
Not Brittni.
Or do you want Brittni Mealy?
No, she just want Brittni.
Okay. I did the Brittni because I was like, the one and only one you need to know.
Exactly.
The one.
That's why I'm like, why you don't like that? If somebody coming to me, oh my gosh, the Brittni.
She's Ronika
I'll be like,
yeah,
the Brittni. Yeah, I don't say Ronika the MUA. I say Ronika the MUA. I'm sorry. I just like the better than the one. Yeah, so it's the Brittni. Fuck. I like that.
I'm crying.
I like that. Come up to me and be like, oh my God, it's the Brittni. Yes, it's me. Hey.
Okay, so the Brittni.
So we're gonna get into how you started your business. So, a question for you that I have is, how did you start your business, and what made you want to start the clothing line, and what made you want to start Unicorn Universe specifically? Like, what about unicorns that made it a university?
It's not a university.
You're so funny.
Okay.
What made it a part of the universe? How did you come up with your name?
How did you come up with your name?
I
how did you come up with just designing clothes for women? You always been fashionable, facts. But go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so I just always like clothes, fashion. It's just been something I've always been into since I was in middle school, far back as I can remember, middle school. Mm-hmm. And I had an accessory when Instagram first kind of came out. I had like a online store, whatever. It was called Pop of Junk. And that did well, but it was just only accessories.
So
I remember that.
You do?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I started that when Instagram first even got popping. And before every girl decided they wanted to sell stuff on Instagram, whatever. So probably like one of the little pioneers of e-commerce, like using Instagram for e-commerce.
Yeah. You were using Shopify?
I actually had I forget the name of the platform I used.
Big Cartel?
No, it was before Big Cartel.
Wix?
Nope, not Wix. I can't even think of the name. Store Envy.
Oh, I remember Store Envy.
Okay. Yeah, it was Store Envy. It was like a one-pager of all your products. So I had Store Envy. I found this wholesale website in New York, and it's called Bluebell Wholesale. For anybody who want to start, I always give gems. I'm not a crab. Period. So yeah, it's called Bluebell Wholesale. They have all the accessories, good prices, shipped out of the U.S., low minimums. And so I bought lots of accessories, and then actually rewind. I used to go to Buford Highway to get accessories when I was pregnant, and I used to go sell them in the strip club when I was pregnant. You know how the ladies sell like I wasn't a house mom, but you know how like ladies sell like outfits, shoes, stuff. I had like my little accessories
and stuff like that.
What strip clubs were you going to? What was your
most
lucrative one?
Onyx was one. No, I didn't.
Wait, which one you said?
I didn't go over there. I went to Onyx a lot. I forget, but it was a while ago. I was pregnant, and so I was pregnant with. I don't know. I was pregnant. So anyway, after that, I found out about Store Envy, so I put it online. Boom. Then I remember Barack Obama got elected president, and I found like these American flag leggings, and I remember I posted like, "Oh, my president is black." Something I don't know. Get these leggings.
My president is black.
I don't know.
My Lambo's blue.
Period.
I remember posting something like that on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I can't sell this because I only sell accessories." But then I was like, "Well, fuck it, it's my site. I can sell what I want."
Right.
So I posted these leggings. I probably got like 800 orders for these leggings.
Wow. Did you have enough inventory to fulfill it?
I ended up ordering it from China, but I got the inventory. And then I remember that was before I printed shipping labels. I remember I had all these orders. I had to go in the post office and wait in line. Oh my God. All they had to do one by one. I had to write all those addresses. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
So then after that, I just kind of added more clothes. Items kept expanding. And then I found a manufacturer here. It's so expensive to do manufacturing in the States.
No,
but did a couple like cut and sew pieces. Then I remember a lot of girls started doing like selling the same stuff as me. So I was like, okay, no, I'm outgrowing this. I don't do this no more. Like, how am I being different? So I was okay, let me go back to the drawing board. And I always love unicorns. I actually had a unicorn tattoo on my hand like 4 years before I even started the brand. And so I was like,
yeah, of course. Where would it go?
Show the camera.
Oh, it's this.
I've seen it.
I never seen it.
You should get it touched up. And
I just got it touched up a few years ago.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Like 2 years ago.
It gives me My Little Pony.
Yeah, so I had got this tattoo, and I just always liked unicorns. And then I remember I was in my living room. I stayed on the south side with this girl I was working with, like doing PR. And I was like, I want to use unicorn. I want to rename it. I want to start it over. So I don't want to do Papa Junk. So I was like, unicorn, what? What can we name it? I don't know. She was like, what about universe? And I was like, oh, I like that.
Period.
And then it just came from that. Yeah, it just hit. So I started building on that. And then I just kind of kept going with that. So, yeah.
I kind of want to back it up a little bit. So what were you doing before you even got to the point of, basically establishing your business and your clothing company and your accessory line? Like, what did you do before? When you were just Brittni?
I sold weed, yes.
Brittni sold weed? Did you know that? Oh, she lying. You capping?
I'm big capping.
Okay.
Okay, no, so.
Look at my face.
Oh, no, you didn't even believe it. Look at me. I'm like,
how far are you trying to go back? Teenager?
Go back to them days where you was that
Rewind
girl.
Give us Brittni.
Why do you think I was that girl?
It was giving diamonds. You was.
Who told you this?
Somebody
You're
told
not
me.
even old enough to know.
Somebody told me. Somebody told me you was giving very much diamonds.
Diamonds what? The
from motherfucking what's that?
Players Club.
Players Club.
Yeah.
Oh, she was giving diamonds for Players Club.
Her
name was Diamond, not Diamond.
Okay, I'm
where
sorry.
Where you came
Diamond.
from?
I mean, obviously it's not
before you even.
But
so
Diamond.
Knew you
I went to
fashion.
high school, of course, graduated. What happened after that? I was pregnant when I graduated. I wasn't showing, but by the time it was time to enroll for college, I was showing. I grew up here in Clayton, but I'm from Detroit, so I used to go every summer. I feel like, sorry, can I just interject real quick? I feel like girls from the D are very stylish, so it doesn't make me.
You don't give me Detroit though.
Oh,
she gives me. Well, maybe because I knew she's from Detroit.
I thought you were from Atlanta.
She gives me Detroit. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
but
I feel like a lot of
here. This
you
is where
did.
I was
She
molded
did
and
grow.
raised.
Yeah, this is where she was
but
molded and raised.
I still had my hood side.
She got her
from
D in her.
Yeah, because my mom used to ship me off every summer. So I used to go to Detroit every summer with my grandma, which is my mom's mom, and my dad. So I would like go to spend summers with them in Detroit. So
yeah, but I was saying
got that
girl,
inner city.
That city, yeah. I feel like a lot of women from D, they are very into labels, which you are, and they are very into fashion. Like like the popping bitches, from, like
Okay.
Come on, you can give Detroit that. You can give them anything.
Detroit women are very put together.
Yeah, they
Hair
are put together.
Labels, fur,
like so maybe y'all know
fabulous.
Some girls.
Okay, good.
I don't know.
Brittni, okay.
But,
all right.
But you do give me Atlanta though. Like
yes,
I feel like you even have an accent a little bit.
I like the mixture.
Me too.
I wouldn't change it if I could. Okay. I like the mixture.
So just a little young girl from the D, and you relocated to Atlanta when
I was really young when I came here.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I used to always go back there all
grade
growing
school.
up. And so then, what happened? Where was I? I graduated from high school on the south side.
What kind of student were you?
I got good grades. I was I love writing, so I took like AP English and stuff like that.
Oh my God, me too.
And I was like on the yearbook staff. I always kind of had like, as I see my life like play out now, that you could like actually, your past and now. I kind of see how everything I was doing was kind of molding me for now.
Where you are.
Because in high school, I was on the yearbook staff, but I had access to the cameras and, all of that. So I started a little side hustle with these people equipment. And I would go I started $5 for pictures. Me and this boy, we had BP photos, right? His name was Philip, Brittni, BP photos. So
shout out to Philip.
Right.
Period.
Philip Wilcoxon. Philip and me, we was on yearbook staff. So our period during yearbook, we would act like we had to get people out of class. Hi, we need Demetrius out of class for yearbook, and we was using their equipment, taking pictures of people in the hall, whatever, posing. They were like, "Wear your cute outfits today. I got yearbook," and they pay us $5, and we would print out their pictures and sell them.
So y'all was running
So
it up.
that was like my little entrepreneur cookie. But I did have to actually do my yearbook stuff. So that was kind of like the creative part whatever.
How old were you?
I was in high school,
17.
Senior year.
Yeah,
I graduated at 17, so 16, 17.
Okay, cool.
Then I met an older person, whatever, got caught up, had pregnant, whatever. So then graduated high school. I did want to go to college. When I started college, I was already like in my sophomore year for journalism because I started doing it in high school. So I still love writing to this day. So, but I wanted to be a psychologist. That was my like dream.
Oh my God.
Like
Me
psychology.
too.
I wanted to work like in prisons with like mass murderers and stuff like that. Because I'm just interested in the brain and like thinking and stuff like that. Because like if you take a killer brain, like a serial killer brain, and like
It's
a
way
regular
different
person,
it's
way different.
Yeah.
Like if you put it on the light. So that's so still interesting to me.
I used to want to like be like a psychologist for like the kids in school, like when they got bullied and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted
to be like I wanted to be like a counselor, and like I studied psychology in college when I went there for like a year or two.
Yeah, I wanted to like work in the prison
that's what I wanted to do too.
with like people on death row. Like I wanted to do that type of thing.
That's intense.
So, but then it came a point where okay, now I have a young child. I need money. And the dad was just, it turned into when I was in high school, whatever. I thought I was lit having an older person give me money. But then, of course, y'all see movies, how it turned into them being controlling and all of that. So I was in like a kind of abusive situation for a while. So then I just remember one day riding in my car, just got in a fight with this person I was with. And I heard a radio commercial like hiring for dancers, waitresses, bartenders.
She told me.
Never in my life had been in a strip club besides seeing the movie Players Club. I was so green. So I went, was like, hey, I heard a radio commercial. Actually, I grew up in Clayton, so I didn't know nothing about the South Side. I mean, the city. I only know probably going to the city if we went to see the Peach Drop. We didn't go to Atlanta often, from Clayton. So
they don't
I
Peach
remember.
Drop no more, do they? Because I ain't never seen a Peach Drop.
For like New Year's or something. We only went to the city kind of special occasion.
Yeah.
And then my mom ended up working in the city.
Right.
So that's the only time I went. So
I was gonna say, how far was Clayton from the city? It's not that far.
It's not that far.
It's
like
far,
20,
but I never
20
had
minutes.
reason to just be downtown.
Yeah.
I remember I used to ride. I thought it was like so lit to ride the train from the airport to go to 5 Points to shop for school. Like that's Yeah. So I remember seeing like West End exit, and I remember the commercial was like West End. So I just drove my car crying. Had just probably got beat up. Driving all the way to where I saw the West End sign. It was before GPS. All that. I didn't know where the fuck I was going. So I saw the West End at a red light. I asked the man where was this particular club. And he was like, "What you want to go there for?" Because it was like a hole in the wall. I was like, "Just where is it? Help me!"
Right.
Had to
Mind your business.
Roll my window down. Had a Dodge Neon. I never forget. Went in there and I was like, "I need a job. Like, I want a waitress." So he was like, "You had a waitress before, shawty?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Okay, you gotta get your permit. It's $350." I was like.
And then somebody
I had $500 to my name, and my rent is
somebody
due.
paid for it.
No, they gave me a permit assistance, and I had to use some of my rent money. That was before I went. That was another club. Okay. So I started waitressing, and then I'm so green. I was like, oh, saw guys throwing money and stuff, and I was like. Asked other waitresses,
like, I'm trying to see what that's about.
Who money is that? She was like, it's their money. Like, what the fuck you mean? And I was like, they get to keep it. And she was like, yeah. I was like, all of it? And she was like, yeah. I want to try it. So I got up my nerve. 3 weeks, went home dancing in the mirror, whatever. And then I wore my prom shoes, some panties, and a cut-off hoodie. And I tried to dance, and I danced.
And you got the job.
You got the job? You nailed it?
Well, I was already working there as a waitress. If you wanted to waitress some days,
strip some days,
as long as you paid the fee, you could do it. So so I danced. And then, I danced for probably like 4 to 5 years.
What was that
Different clubs. It had, I thought it was good until I started working in Magic City. I realized I was just, it was like, I mean, it was okay. But I can't say before I danced, I worked at a factory in like McDonough, Georgia, making lancets, like they prick your finger with the doctor. I boxed lancets for like 40 hours a week. That was my job. Probably for $400 a week after taxes, $300 and some dollars, like almost to be a slave. I felt 40 out like all day.
I thought warehouse jobs were like they paid pretty decent.
Well, back then,
it's back then.
It was $10 an hour. That was good because I worked at
McDonald's
before that. Yeah, I was working at McDonald's.
Minimum wage. Minimum wage in Atlanta was like $6 back then.
Even in Minnesota, I got paid. My first job was McDonald's, and I got paid $6.
That's crazy. In New York, it wasn't like that.
I worked at McDonald's. I went to McDonald's. I always hustle, even when I had a regular job, though. I worked at McDonald's.
Me too. I used to work like 40 hours. I was not playing. I needed my bundles.
I worked 2 full time.
I needed my bundles.
I worked at McDonald's from like 6 a.m. to like 1. Then I went to the factory from like 3 to 12. I don't know, whatever it was. But that's what I did. So I got burnt out. And then I quit that. And I went to the club. Fuck it.
So what was the turning point? When did you know, like, you know, the strip club was not it for you? You was ready.
Knew. Well, luckily for me, I feel like I said, when you kind of see the timeline of your life, once you like not in the now, when you think back, okay, like if this wouldn't happen and this wouldn't happen and this, and I wouldn't be wherever. But I remember like my first couple weeks dancing, I met this man. It's so crazy how I even remember this because I mean, you've met a lot of men, you know. And he was like, come here. You don't even look like you need to be here. All that shit. And I'm like, nigga, is she gonna have some money or not? But anyway, he was like, let me show you something. Hold your hand out. And I was like, when he put no money in my hand, he pointed in my hand. I was getting mad.
Are you reading my palm?
But he was like, no, let me explain something to you. A lot of money gonna touch your hand. So much money gonna go through this hand right here, and it's up to you if you leave it like this or if you do like this. And I was like, okay, you know, because I was interested in the mind, and so I was okay, maybe he onto something. So he basically like explained to me how save your money, don't work from, you know, night to night or week to week. He said because we just had a long talk, and he was like, he could tell I was like new, a little tender, and I was 19. Yeah, so he was like, even if you don't know what you want to do in life, don't be one of them girls to just go out to eat every day, go spend your money on clothes, bags. He was like, save your money even if you don't know what you're saving it for. He was like, because the mentality in the club is, I get it back tomorrow, I get it back tomorrow, I get it back tomorrow. It's like selling drugs, so it's kind of like, before you know it, 10 years of being in past, and you in the same, you still waiting on the next night or the next nigga to come spend, you make $2,000-$3,000, blow it, and be like, okay, for real, I'm gonna start saving tomorrow. And before you know it, it's just a cycle. So I just began saving my money. Didn't know what I was saving it for, but I saved up so much money. And then I remember somebody from Grand Hustle, whatever, used to come in the club, and I was like, I want a job, I don't want to work here, this is not me. And they was like, what you good at, shawty, what you good? And I was like, I don't know. I really didn't know. I really didn't know. And so when I started like dating somebody else, I used to always, you know, kind of like go around with them, building their dream, whatever. And I remember my mom one time was like, you going with somebody else to build their dream, what you doing for yourself? So I was like, you right. I do like fashion. I do like clothes. And I just started going on the internet, Googling. I found the wholesale place. And I remember my first week, I made like $2,000 from the little store Envy. And I was like, I didn't even have to take my clothes off. I didn't even have to leave my house.
How'd you feel?
It felt good. But then like the person I was dating, I told them I had made the money. And I think we might have lived together or something. And then when it was time to pay the bills, I was like, can I have the money for the bills or whatever? And they was like, you just made $2,000. And I was like, oh, no. I'm never saying I make no money. So
I'm broke, baby.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? My right hand don't need to know what my left hand doing. But the whole time I kept building up what I was doing for myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a little background.
Well, I'm going to just tell you, I really respect that about you. Like, you always thought above what you were doing. And honestly, I could relate to that because, yeah, I'm doing makeup right now, but I always think, like, even when I was younger, a kid, I used to think I was about to be on Disney Channel, like, and I never made it to this channel. But I'm just saying, like, I always was that type of person.
But you can still do acting.
I was always that type of person that thought I was really going to be something, like, big or, like, and I still can. You know, I'm 25 years old. I'm working towards my career. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to keep going. Like, whatever I feel like I want to do now, I feel like I'm at that point where I could do what I want to do. And I could also relate because I save my money. I don't care about, like, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, I'm going to try to save my money. Like, I don't care if I make $100,000. I'm probably saving about 80. Like, and I'll just buy a little bit with, like, that's how I am. Like, I would rather much see my money stacked up than to see me, like, see me and my money. Like, I was just talking about that earlier today, which is crazy. Like, I love seeing my money stacked up. That's like my favorite thing.
I feel like one thing that really stuck out to me that you said was like how like all the chain of events led up to where you are now. And it's crazy. Like, I feel like a lot of times when we go through stuff in our life, we're like, why is this happening? Or why am I here? And why am I not here? But you don't realize that you have to go through all those things to really get to where you want to be.
I
and
feel
I
like
love
my
that.
kids is what was my push though too. Because it's like at 17, by 19 I had 2 kids. Like they was both babies.
My mom
in the
be
first
wanting me to have kids. She be like, it's gonna make you go harder. I'm like, I don't know about that.
But I feel like if I didn't have them, I would have probably been content with going to college, getting a job, working for someone, whatever, having my little office.
Keep dancing.
No, I would have never danced if I had them. Because the only reason I even needed more, because I'm like, okay, I got 2 kids, bro. Like, I need some bread. Like, the little check for $300. I remember being so broke. Like,
bro,
I had my little apartment with the dad or whatever he hauled ass the first rent due. I was stuck with it, and I remember my mom was like, don't go get nothing you can't afford in your name by yourself. And I don't listen, of course. We think we know everything. And
it'd be
then
crazy when you look back at life and you
she
be like, damn, she was right about mad shit.
Yes.
Like,
and so what happened? So I remember I had to get rent-a-center furniture. I didn't even get to get the rent-a-center living room suite. I had no living room furniture. I just had to get us a bed at the least. I got 2 nightstands and a bed from rent-a-center. I remember they came and repoed their bed and their nightstand. I quit paying them. But anyway, I remember I wanted to decorate. I had just so much goals and dreams that I wanted to do, for my kids. And I remember I wanted to decorate their bathroom. And I went to Walmart to get like the shower curtain, this. And I really couldn't. I was like, fuck, I only got $20 extra this month, so I could buy the shower curtain this week. When I get paid next week, I could buy the trash can. When I get paid next week, like I really couldn't buy a little $100 to get a couple little accessories.
A little shit. Like you couldn't even like deck your shit out like how you wanted to.
So it's just like I just remember like or being like, I really needed every dollar I made from the paycheck. Are you proud
of like the growth? Like, aren't you?
Yes.
Don't you be thinking God? Like,
I do.
Jesus,
I do because I'm not nowhere near where I want to be in life, but I'm way farther than I was.
Yes.
Yeah. So I am super grateful. Like super grateful.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. I think sometimes me and even other people, you don't really think about maybe like how far you come or how good of a position like you in. Like I be talking how we could just get up and be like, where y'all want to go eat it today? Let's go to YouTube.
A lot of people don't
have
have
go to
that.
the restaurant.
The fact that we have free time.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I don't think about it like that. I be thinking like, dang, I'm really not where I want to be, or I once was in a better position and I feel like I'm not in a good position, and it makes me sad. But then sometimes I'm like, dang, it's really people that don't got nothing.
Or when you think about where you was,
like even before that,
it's crazy. It's
I remember I thought nigga taking me to Applebee's was
like lit.
Yeah.
Like Longhorn was the shit back in the day.
I wish a nigga
take me to Longhorn. Applebee's, I really thought Applebee's 2 for $20. I was like,
that 2 for $20 used to hit.
I'm a bad bitch. No.
Camp Creek with all the restaurants, the Red Lobster, Applebee's. Like where you want to go? You thought that
now
was
you
crazy.
looking at a nigga crazy if they try to take you there. Like excuse me.
No, seriously.
Excuse me. Yeah, but you are blessed, and I love your come up story. Like you really started somewhere, and you are.
I didn't know.
I don't care what you say. Like I feel like Brittni, you are very hard on yourself. Like you're beautiful and you're very blessed, but you are very hard on yourself. Like you don't understand how hard people have it, especially right now. It's a whole recession. You didn't have to do a lot of the shit that these girls have to do right now. Like
how you know?
You probably, if you did, it wasn't for that long.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know. But if you did,
even like
I know a little bit of the stuff that you told me about.
I paid my dues.
You did. Okay, you did.
I mean,
but
just be in a
but be
appreciative. To be
appreciative.
able to afford certain stuff. Like people like, wigs is expensive. Forget a car. Like,
think
some
about
girls
the girls.
can't even get their hair done.
Think about the girls who you started out with that was as
I still go to the club and
as you.
still see some of the girls
Exactly.
and it just hurt my heart though.
Yeah,
I don't look down on them at all. I just be like,
it just make you like, damn, like I really was one of them ones. Like,
blessed.
You're beautiful, but it's other girls that's cute too, and it's like I was the one though, so I'm blessed. You know, you gotta look at it like that.
And your work ethic.
And your work ethic, and your thought, your mindset. You have to be. You have to thank God.
I've kind of been like, if I leave this club, bro, I'm not coming back, because that's like a thing in the strip club.
It's a lot of girls that think like that.
Like, niggas, if a nigga take her out or she meet a nigga, the like, say if you don't see a girl for a few weeks or a few months, where Diamond at? They'd be like, girl, she been with so but she'll be back. She'll be back.
And that's come back. That's what I'm saying.
And I was like, I don't care if I gotta stay here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years almost. I danced. I said, all right, I'm leaving, and I am not coming the fuck back. I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's the thing with life. I feel like anytime you elevate, people feel like you might not like retain it, and people doubt you. And the fact that you could stand on your own and continue to elevate, that's dope. That's good.
But that's what I'm saying. She's blessed because I'm sure it's a lot of girls that thought they had one of them, one of them. But
I feel like you might do meet somebody, but then it's like, okay, what are you going to do to better your own situation for yourself, even if you part ways with whoever you was with, who initially said. Like, I feel like everybody is adults. Everybody need to be doing something for yourself. I don't care if a man is taking care of you 1,010%.
I say that all the time.
Like, you need to be having some kind of income, because you're still an adult.
Goddamn,
right?
Like,
and what if he just decides, Shawty, I don't want to do this no more. I don't got no bad feelings towards you, but I just don't. Then what are you gonna do?
No more. Facts. I say that all the time. I be like, a nigga could wake up and really not even want to be with you no more. So it's like, why would you ever put your full trust and your full life into what a nigga got
somebody
going on?
Else's hands.
That's crazy.
I always say, like, I ain't gonna let my right hand got to know my left. I'm about to be over here building.
I love her campaign.
Yeah, I love it too.
Just in case this don't work out, I ain't going back in.
What was the last one that we shot in Miami? It was, what was it? It was a saying that you say all the time.
With or without?
With or without. With or without.
I don't think we shot it in Miami, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, maybe we did. But it's with or without. Like, with or without a nigga, like, I'm good money, baby. I'm gonna make my money. Period. What you talking about? Period. Sorry.
How do you feel about the whole temperature of nowadays, like, in our decade or era, that women feel like it's the end all be all when a man just takes care of them? Like, most women, like especially in Atlanta, they're just looking for a man to take care of them, and that's kind of like, ooh, I hit the jackpot.
Shit, do you think I like taking care of myself? I don't think nobody actually like it, but at the end of the day, like I said, we all adults. Like, I feel like you can't put all your eggs in one basket. That's just not smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm older too. When I was young, no, I can't even say when I was younger.
Because you still was about your money.
With a nigga, if I were to go work me a regular job, you not about to dictate my...
And you not about to play with me just because you got the upper hand.
But I have been in a situation before. I always kept me a job, even when I was in relationships or whatever.
Or had something going on.
I remember, like, when I kind of one time didn't have money, and then it's like, having to stay in a situation for financial purposes, it's just the worst feeling in the world. And I remember a nigga like telling me before, like, I was like scared to ask him, could he bring me back some Burger King? I was like, can you please bring me something to eat? He was like, send your money. And just made me feel like fucking
Dookie.
Treat you like you nothing. Yeah.
Like Zoodoo. Yeah. God damn.
And I was just like,
you hated it. How that felt.
I don't like that. And I remember I went crazy, probably messed his car up and stuff, and the police came and they was like, you need to get out of here and never come back. Like, we was in a country town. And I was like, that's when I heard the radio
I love that Brittni's a little crazy.
Yeah. And I drove to the city and I never went back to that.
I love that Brittni is a little crazy too. I'm sorry, because I'm a little crazy.
What's your sign?
Virgo.
Oh yeah, Virgo. Yeah, y'all crazy.
We just love
water
hard.
signs. We're water signs.
Hard.
Yeah, we definitely love hard. And water signs love very hard, and we.
If I love you, like
I really love you. Yeah.
But once I say fuck you, it's nothing nobody can do to make.
And we get our feelings get hurt for real. Yeah. Like, it's not play.
I get snotty nose feeling hurt. I remember, but now that I'm older, like more mature, and I actually have people I have to pay, and I can't just go lock myself in my room. But before, and I feel like too, That's why my business is cool, but I feel like I set myself back a lot, let my personal feelings or whatever interfere, and I would like go lock myself in my room for 5 days. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Like
cut my phones off. Like, Mama, please, can you help with my kids? I just be that down or that sad or that depressed, and then, but in that moment when you down, it's 5,000 other bitches running circles around you, getting up on their shit, working on their business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you setting yourself back. So I had to kind of like be like, you know what? I don't care if I gotta go to work. Let me just get this done.
Yeah,
then if I gotta go back and cry,
I feel like that's
you get shit done.
Because
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like you have other people too, kind of like depending on you when you like work, like when you like running a business and you work other people depending on you for their money from you, and it's okay if I'm not getting money, I'm gonna have money for this person.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's something I struggle with too. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I want to work on that. Like I get like if I feel like down about something,
you don't want to do
then
shit.
I don't want to do nothing, and it lacks off. But you can't do that.
Can you give me my credit? Yeah.
My friend, she's opposite from me, so
she go to work.
No, she work harder when she don't feel good. So I feel like when you're a business owner,
I have to be distracted.
When you're a business owner and you're an entrepreneur, like she said, I feel like that's something that's really important. You can't allow your personal to let your business go down the drain.
I'll probably talk to my clients who really don't give a fuck about me about my personal. I won't tell them all, but I'll be like, this nigga just bought me up. I'll be doing makeup like that. Like I have to do something.
But that's
because it will be worse if I get broker and my heart is already broken. That fucking sucks even more.
It don't feel. That is not.
That's the worst.
I remember having to still go to that fucking factory job and be a slave to them people, and probably just got in a fight the night before. The nigga didn't come home, and I really used to be in there like. I remember this lady worked across from me on the line, Miss Hattie. I remember with the days that I was fucked up, I would try to put on some little makeup. She'd be like, "Why you got on makeup today?" Just trying to make yourself feel better, huh? Like she knew she was the older lady. And just I used to be at work zoned out, fucking up these people's stuff.
People be trying to talk to you.
Yes, and it's just I just want to leave.
No,
I just want to leave. I'm not gonna lie. It was only one time I found out. Okay, so I was working at a call center, and I found out my nigga was cheating on me. And I was crying real bad on the phone with him, with the cheater. With the cheater
is crazy.
I just don't even want to work here no more. I hate it here. Like, they was on my ass. Like, they was making me, like, review my calls and stuff. Making me listen to my calls and stuff and telling me what I should work on.
I would have walked out.
Yes,
she did.
I did.
She did walk out.
I quit my job. He was like, just quit the job. I quit the job.
It's crazy.
But I got a job right after because nigga, you not about to play with me.
I
know you a piece of shit. But I love you though. But you a piece of shit.
No, seriously. I literally had so many bad times. I worked at a bank for 5 years when I was in Minnesota. Nice. Yeah. And I literally, honestly, most of the time working there, I have very bad days. But it's crazy that when you have a job, you feel more obligated. Like you have to be there. Like when I was punching a 9 to 5, I was like, I can't not come to my job. You know what I mean? And
my nigga was selling drugs, so I was like, he gonna do something.
No, yeah, I just had really bad days. I used to be in the back crying, but I would have to wipe my tears and go to the front. And I was a manager; I had to help, so it was crazy. But
I think women are so strong, though. I think we're so much stronger than men.
Black
I think
women
men
especially
are strong in a physical aspect, but I feel like yes. All women though.
All women for sure, but black women, we have to go through a lot.
Yeah, I feel like
in this country for sure.
Yeah.
Too.
Women are really strong.
But I also feel like women in general, we have to take accountability too for some of the things that we allow ourselves to continue to go through. That's something in my older age, I feel like, and I be talking like I'm 58, but that's something in my older age I realized, like, if you keep putting yourself kind of in a situation, at some point
you have nobody to blame but yourself. I'm the person
you
that will
take
reflect
a
on myself.
Accountability for situations that you keep putting yourself in for whatever the reason is, love, money, whatever
it is. You're doing it to yourself, so nobody cares about your sad story. At the end of the day, you have to fight through it. And you have to
twice, but 5, 10, 15, 20 times.
Don't care about 99
times.
What are you gonna do to fix it?
You know what
I'm gonna be like, I'll be like, no one cares about your sad story. What are you gonna do?
That's what I tell her. I'd be like, no one cares about your sad story. Everybody wants a come up story. Everybody want to know how you grew from it, or how you elevated, like, and how you persevered. So what are you gonna do to do that? Like, nobody wants to keep reflecting. Oh, I got my heart broken. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody got their heart broke. So it's just like, you have to fight through it. You have to be a strong woman. We have to be strong.
Yeah. No other choice.
Exactly. We have no other options. So my question to you is, because we already talking about low shit, goddamn it.
No, how she with her business, she never told us any trials and tribulations.
Any struggles that you had with your business, like if you could think not specifically.
Right.
I hate when people say
the Pacific Ocean.
If you could think,
let's not do that.
Look at Stone over here laughing at me because he's like
Pacific. My nigga that's giving me flashbacks. You know who that's giving me.
You know, I hate when people say specifically. Okay, if you could think specifically. I'm educated, y'all.
Okay, period.
What was one of the lowest moments you had in your business? Like when you thought it was gonna be like, oh my God, I'm about to, when I do this, it's gonna be, and why was it? If you could reflect on it, why did it backfire on you? Like if you had like a launch or something that didn't go as planned,
I can't
like
think
why?
like exact specific, but I can say there's been. I feel like with me, trying to rush something, like, you know what I'm saying, like if it's like, okay, I haven't put nothing out in some months, I need to hurry up and get this out, I need to hurry up and get this out before making sure all my T's are crossed, all my I's are dotted, then I feel like it kind of backfire, and it's
are you rushing to stay ahead of the game, or what's the rushing? Like, why did you feel
maybe because I'm like, okay, I need to put out new stuff. Well, from Britt, I have a system now where it's like, okay, boom, every Friday is new. I have a system for that, and then it's like stuff that I you know, it's already made. But with Unicorn, it's like, I feel like that's why
I love Unicorn, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how
Unicorn's OG. That's how I first knew about you.
My favorite
when it was in Topshop.
Latex pants, I already know.
Yeah,
those
they coming back this fall. They coming back this fall.
Like some like satin looking ones with the diamonds.
No, it was the latex ones that went crazy.
Yeah, the latex ones went crazy for sure. But I thought you had another pair of high-waisted ones.
No,
so like make it go
fall
crazy.
Latex pants. The fall stuff is fire. This collection cool, but the fall stuff fire.
The first thing was the thank you shirts. Wasn't that the first thing that you?
It didn't have thank you. It said Unicorn Girl. It looked like
Unicorn Universe.
Yeah, Unicorn Girl Gang or something.
I loved that
was
too.
The first thing.
Thank y'all so much.
Unicorn is creative and it's you.
Yeah,
so that's why I love it the most,
it.
because it's
different.
You personally. Like,
but I've been through so many people working, so much. Like with designing clothes, it's way more going to it than just buying clothes.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make sure the fit is right. You gotta make sure this is right. Like, it's just so much. It's like, for instance, you may wait 3 weeks for a sample to come. The sample finally come, you try it on. This shit is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, now you gotta go back to the drawing. That's why they say you're supposed to work 3 to 6 months ahead on the next season, because it's just how it go, you know.
Right.
So
it's really expensive too, like the Capital. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't know. I'm so used to it now. Do you think it's expensive?
I feel like it's expensive.
Somebody who work with me in here. So do you think? I'm just so used to it.
Miss
I don't know.
We should have Lady come on real quick. Right? Say hi.
Do you think it's expensive?
It's expensive, yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
For instance, when I just did this last campaign, I had to spend like almost $3,000 on a lighting crew. Like people to do lights so this.
It's pricey.
I remember we had to do this one thing for her promo, and it would probably cost like $20,000 just for the promo. It was crazy.
That's expensive.
That set when it was like the.
Oh yeah, that was $20,000.
Yeah, it was $20,000. That was a lot just to build
that set.
Yeah, it was like we had to.
It was a commercial. It was for Instagram.
It was like a commercial.
It was my Black Friday campaign.
Yeah.
I had to hire an art direction crew. They had to build the set. I had a real actor.
Everything, makeup. She had to pay for everything, and it was very expensive.
Like, what I rather put, but I had this.
I love that.
Still a little bit penny pinching with my business stuff.
She do,
but I have to
She's a
always tell
y'all
myself.
Know y'all frugal.
Yes, but I have to still. I tell myself, okay, if I take this same, like for instance, when I wasn't about to get that lighting crew for California, it was like almost $3,000 I had to pay for a lighting crew. I'm like, man, I could go buy me something. I don't want to. I was really mad in my head. They was like, we need it. It's gonna make the picture. You want your brand to elevate. You want to like you rebrand it. You gotta come right. But I always have to kind of keep in mind. Okay, if I take this money to go buy me a bag or go to the store, it's no return. I'm getting no return. I'm gonna get an Instagram picture, some comments. Ooh, girl, fire. Ooh. And that's it. It's like I'm not getting no return. I'm not with none of that. So I always, when I go to like, that's like always what helped me make my decision to go ahead and do something. But always initially, I'm like, hell no, how can we cut corners on this? Yeah. How can we just, I hold the light thing myself.
But listen, that's one thing I love about you. You always be like, oh, a nigga gonna pay for my bag or shoes. I'm gonna invest this into my business. Period. And that's what I did notice about you. You always... Okay. Sorry, guys.
It ain't TMI. I mean, that's how you do it. Bag or shoes, but if a man giving you some money, that's another thing for the girls. How you said in this generation, the goal is to get a nigga to take care of you. Take the money he give you. But I used to be like that. It's $10,000. Okay, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Like, this is something I used to be like that. Get so much money here, 20, 30s. Get money, right? And like, I'm going to shop. I'm going to look cute. Yeah. Then when you get into it, it's like
gets tiring.
No, like when you might get into it with the
nigga, and you realize that it could come to a halt.
No, right? I spent the money. Yeah. Now I gotta make up with him. You know what I'm saying? What's what I'm gonna do? Yeah. So I don't even like this nigga.
What? Yeah, you don't want to kiss nobody ass.
Yeah, I got to the point where, you know what? I'm gonna get the stuff when he go in the store and I go with him.
Right.
And at the register, I'm gonna let him pay for the things I want when he buy his stuff. And the cash, I'm gonna keep and put in my business.
I love that. She always do that.
If he act crazy,
y'all see, free game. I love free game. Like, we need to start doing free game. Maybe that's
that'd be cute. Free game. Like,
y'all heard it here first.
Free game.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I'm not gonna lie. I've learned that, and I've seen Brittni do that. I was like, oh, that's actually smart. Like, she's smart with it.
But I used to be dumb. I used to take all $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 and go. You've been shopping with me. She's been shopping with me before.
Yeah. So it's like she spent. I was like.
But it's good that you
really?
know.
I'm sorry, I was real young too. I probably was like 23. I was like, oh, this is how people live. Okay.
Period.
She bought me my first baccarat. She's like, if you come record for YouTube, I'm gonna give you your. I was like, oh, I want that. No, I've seen her do it. It's really smart though. Like
it is.
Free game. It makes sense.
I'm to the point now. You give me some money, I ain't going to the mall with it. I'm always till we go together, and I'm getting everything I want. And then the money you give me, I'm stashing it, or I'm putting it in my business. So if you act crazy, I been to put that money is flipping for me. Yeah. I don't gotta come kiss your ass. More money.
I was gonna say that you know, I'm into fashion as well, and I have my own online boutique as well. And eventually I do want to go into like manufacturing my own stuff and not doing wholesale. And I just feel like you were saying, like you have to start somewhere. You kind of said that off camera. But I do feel like when you manufacture your own clothes and your own product, it's a lot more expensive. But in the end, it's like more rewarding. Like you actually build an actual brand and actual presence online that's different from everybody else. So I love that. That's why I really like Unicorn too.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually with Unicorn, I think my first, it was not a collection. Actually, I wanted to put Unicorn Universe as like a tab on Pop-Up Junk. But I feel like that name was just so...
It was hitting.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna waste this. But that was gonna be like my custom pieces on Pop-Up Junk. So I was like, I'm just go for it. But when I started Unicorn, I only think I had 2 or 3 custom. That was it. And then I just kind of kept building until I could do a full collection. I just start small, I feel. Like that would be my advice. Like, don't try to, if you do want to get into fashion, if you don't have the capital, or if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have the customer base yet, the demand, like don't go and manufacture 10 different outfits. You know, and get 100 each. Don't do that. I think my minimum like 25. That's all the factory required me to get.
That's crazy.
Like, okay, I'm gonna get 25 of this, and then I'm gonna buy these t-shirts already made, but I'm gonna put shoulder pads in them. I'm gonna tweak it, like you know. So I kind of just, you know, you gotta build. Nothing like they say, Oprah wasn't built in a day. You gotta build.
Rome wasn't built in a day either.
Yeah. Right.
So how did you feel when your when your brand was actually like featured in Topshop at one point?
So with Topshop,
like, how did that happen? Like, how did that collab happen? And how did you feel? Or whatever it was. Like, I just remember it was like a big deal. Like, you know, a black brand in such an established place. Like, whether you were just selling it there for like one day, like whatever it was a big deal. I remember that's when I first like found out about your brand and I fell in love with it. So
thank you. Well, actually, so at Topshop, they let brands like have sections in their store or whatever.
That's
but
dope.
You still have to go through an approval process. You still have to be like a certain level, you know, to get approved.
Yeah, that's why I was like, damn, like her shit is really legit.
Thank you. But I had to like with the Topshop thing. What happened? I just lost my train of thought. But anyway, so with Topshop, I remember I was like, I want to do it by any means necessary. Like, whatever we got to do, whatever I got to send over, whatever. If I had to finesse it, I was like, I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? So I remember we had to hire our own staff. And the Topshop I was in at the time was the Grove in LA. But you can't, like, of course, they have a certain level, you know, stature for their company. Like, say if you a Topshop employee and you walking past and somebody like, oh, excuse me, can you help me find this size? Of course, because they represent in Topshop, they'll help. But I had to have my own dedicated people that I had to do the payroll for them. I had to make a schedule for them. I don't live in LA. I live in LA.
Lot. Right.
So I went out there for a week to stay to make sure they was in the groove of it, you know, whatever. And so that went really well. And then they ended up freaking closing because they owner, whatever he did, and got some lawsuits. He had to pull out his American stores. But I did New York also, Soho. So they both did equally well for me.
Would you want your brand to be in more stores, like different stores?
Yeah, for sure. That's like my main goal now is to get it like Revolve. Like the outfits, the stuff we just dropped, like that's one of my main, like if not this collection, fall, of course, like Revolve, Essence, Forward.
Okay, so like more higher end,
like places like that. Like I feel like it definitely fit because I see stuff like what we just had on Essence all the time, or emerging brands or whatever. But I just feel like I had to go clean the page, start over the image, like the clothes, everything needed just a whole revamp, you know, if I wanted to go to that next level.
Exactly.
One thing I do want to touch on, because this is my favorite thing about you, I would say, is how consistent you are with your content. I love content. How do you keep yourself going, like just keeping the content flowing, your ideas, like having original ideas? A lot of your stuff to me is original. I'm like, oh, I never seen nobody do this. How do you just keep that up? Because I know it's a lot of work.
It's just natural. I'm just always thinking. It is. My brain just always going. The night is when I get the
That's
idea.
when your brain keeps
like even like say if I watch something or whatever, I always like it's on me. Like that's something I always. It's like when it's on me, I don't. That just means like when I feel like I'm in my creative and I have to like make a voice note or what I'm thinking about, or write it down, or I make a Pinterest board or whatever, but I just get in like creative little spurts. It's not like, for instance, if I'm trying to help somebody else, like for instance, I'm working with someone else. So right now, whatever, something new, I ain't speaking on it yet, but it's amazing for me, a great opportunity. I just got a creative direction position with somebody, and so I'm super excited about it. Thank you. Okay, let me shut up. So, but for instance, we were on the phone last night, and they were saying like, I want to kind of do this. We need this, and I was like, okay. What about this? I was like, you know what? I can't force it. It'll come to me when I'm not trying to think about it. Right. So like a little bit after, I was like, okay. Like in my head, I was like, okay, it's on me. Like I now like it's coming. Right. You know. Right. So I just like let it kind of natural with the ideals. But then when the ideals come, I'm just like, okay, I want to put this plan into action, and I do be having to have people around me to help me. I'm not even gonna say like I'm good. I'm creatively, but executing, I ain't the most organized. But I'm gonna be there and make sure one strand of hair is not in. You know what I'm saying? Like everything going good. But I was gonna say. But you were saying, how do I? But what keep me going is my money, because I'm like, if I don't stay putting out content, that messes up the money. Like and people, like the relevancy.
People like consistency.
No, people love. That's how you get further.
That's why I went from Britt. I'm like, even though it's just a website and it's closed, and a lot of girls you may see 30 other girls sell it. I was like, okay, let me figure out how to Like, that's why I said every Friday. Like, the last 2 weeks, I didn't do new arrivals because I've been so focused on getting unicorn drop or whatever. But before that, like, every Friday, I'm like, we got to put out new arrivals every Friday. I don't care. Like, so what I do, like, one thing that helps me for girls that's like, well, how can I be consistent? I don't got the time to be taking pictures every week, every day. I don't either. I might fly to Mexico, fly to LA, fly to Miami. I order a bunch of samples. When the samples come, try them all on. Okay, boom. I order 50 samples, 30 of them work. I'm going to Miami for 2 days. I'm shooting all 30 of these outfits. Period. I'm going to take hair if I have to, makeup.
And she does.
I'm going to shoot all 30 of these outfits. And then that's my drops. I might spread them out 10, 10, 10. So that way I give me a little cushion to build up the content.
And it'll be a lot of work in one day, but it's all for
like,
the greater good.
Please don't complain, y'all. I be telling my team, I'm like, we're shooting till we get all these outfits done.
Right. Yeah,
we'll go to dinner, we'll whatever.
I love that.
She works very hard.
She's gonna get all of her outfits done and complete. Like,
I be tired.
Gonna get her, and she be tired. We all be tired. Like, she
good structure.
I'm tired, but we get it.
I ain't gonna lie, she definitely work.
What's something you feel like you struggle with as a business owner, as an entrepreneur? Like the hardest thing?
It's not play, y'all. A lot of y'all bitches be playing. She work for her.
She do. She be working hard.
I think was one of the hardest things.
And she should get more notoriety for it.
No, seriously.
Thank you.
You really should. You deserve your flowers.
You do.
Thank y'all.
We should have brought you some flowers in the cake.
No, we should have next time.
Thank you.
We're going to step it up next time.
I feel like what I struggle with the most is it's not right or wrong answer, but I personally feel like my security and like my own personal security far as like I feel like don't feel all the way secure in my position in my businesses and in my brands or like the level that they are. Y'all might feel like, oh, it's successful is this, and I might feel like I feel like it's mediocre. You know,
I get
that's
it.
Another thing that
I get it because
like I gotta be better. I gotta be better.
I get it in a sense because people be telling me like, oh my God, you done this person, you done that. Like, oh my God, you're doing so good. I be like, not really. Like, I'm still trying to be the best, you know? And people already feel like I'm the best, but it's like, I don't feel like that. But it could be a bad thing and it could be a good thing because it's like when you're never content, you're always striving for more. But if you're still striving for more when you have the most, it's just like, when are you going to be happy with yourself? So I understand that. I do understand that full-fledged because I'm not content because I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be right now. And you probably feel the same way, but it's just like,
and I get bored easy.
Yeah.
Like, I've been working on this unicorn shit for the last probably 6 months since end of January.
And you probably
February.
like throw it all away.
We just put it out in June? I don't know, a second ago.
Right.
3 days ago, whatever. But I've seen it repetitive so much.
You're like over it.
Now that it's out, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care.
No, yes.
Like, what are we doing next?
Like, whoever I want to the next shit.
But to the world, I guess it's like,
it's something new.
It's new for them. So that's something I kind of struggle with, like, just kind of living, breathing in the moments, and like, okay, I worked hard for this. Let me just
you have to give yourself your flowers.
Yeah,
because you had Unicorn Universe, right? University.
Yeah,
right?
university is something that I do want to start. It's just like
there's a lot of women that was trying to learn from you. Yes. So imagine all those women that look up to you. So
I'm gotta start back. A university website is still up where it's like ebooks on there.
Yep.
It's actual videos, like webinars where I'm actually like, you know, how to do the LLC, how to do this, how to set up your business correctly, then vendors and this, like how, because I feel like a lot of girls feel like when I go to these girl brunches or when I do this, it's like, oh, keep going, or you can do it, or I used to be broke too, or like it's not really telling you. No, I want to know how to get from A to B.
That shit is lame.
Motivate
like,
you.
Bitch, I don't want to hear about how you used to be broke and now you're rich. Like, how did you get
like
there?
my mama motivate me, like somebody else, like just help
give me
with the
some
actual
real tea.
But
information.
university is that, like, I got vendors on there. I got some factories I actually manufacture with. I have, you know, how to do a campaign, how to do your Instagram, even what I just said, how to build your content up where you don't feel like I have
you
kids,
gotta do
I have
every
this.
single day.
So all of that is on Unicorn University.
I think
y'all, don't be a crab in a bucket and just give somebody some surface level bullshit.
I was just gonna
that's
say
crab in a bucket. As black women and as black people, we need to teach each other the real tea when it comes to actually setting up your business in a proper way for the government and all of that type of stuff. Like, give people those type of jewels because it's not hurting you. Like, why? It's not hurting you at all. Like, whoever fucks with your brand, they're gonna fuck with you regardless. Help people out. Like, we're black, y'all. Like, white people, they all work together. We need to work together to help all of us become rich. Like, we are the only people that don't work together and keep our money in the same community. Right. We're always shopping out. We're always shopping. Yeah. We're always supporting others. Like, we need to support each other and we need to teach each other. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I love the fact. I feel like nowadays too, like, you know, because at the end of the day, we all, when we're starting, we're not huge corporations, so we're smaller brands, right? So I feel like people are so scared for somebody to surpass them that they're so scared to give out the real information. That's why I commend you on really helping young women out and other people who want to do the same thing, because that just shows how confident you are in yourself and your branding.
Exactly. So. And another thing that's detrimental for the black community is teaching black people how to legitimately start a business. Not like, oh, do this, sell clothes or whatever, and just get cash apps. Like, no, y'all need to set it up in bank accounts and all of the like how white people get loans, do stuff like that. Like, have a accountant and have people doing y'all taxes and every third, fourth quarter, like all of that stuff. Like, when it's time to check in with the government, we need to be more knowledgeable about that too. So when my black people that have businesses, teach our upcoming business owners how to do stuff like that. I'm just now learning myself. But once I'm done learning, I'm going to teach other black people how to do that, because that is what we lack, and that is why we be nigga rich. We don't be really rich. Like, we don't be wealthy.
I even had to do that with in my business. Like, my last business manager, she kind of like got me to, she was Asian. Like, I used to like, for instance, I'm doing a shoot, and I'm like, she may do my makeup or whatever, and it's like, I used to be like, oh, okay. Look, how let me just cash app you or this and that, and then when I actually got an accountant and he was like, okay, I need to log into the cash app. Who are all these people? What did you say? And I'm like, maybe I think that's you this. Forget. I think I don't know. So she set it up. We're like, no, I'm business management Monday through Friday from business hours. When you get the service done, have them send me an invoice, put an invoice number, and I will pay them. So then we give all the accountant do your books. He see, okay, say if you do Zelle or credit card, okay, invoice number 111 was paid with this. Okay, this transaction just invoice. You know, so it's just all your books is clean.
Everything is clean, and those are write-offs, and you could get money back at the end of the year for that. Like,
I used to be the same way.
Yeah, it's hard when you're young.
Yeah, you know, and then it's like you have no way to track how, you know what I'm saying?
Track the money that you're spending out, and like you don't like. That's what I want.
But remember, I think I told you or Audie before. I think y'all want to do it. I think Audie do a video shoot. I'm going to go do so and so here, and I was okay. Ask them, is it net 30 or net 15? And then I remember the next time she was like, you right. They was like, I'm gonna get paid in 15 days, or I gotta send my invoice.
No, it was when I think it was when we was doing the set of TI family and friends hustle, whatever. When we was doing the shit on them, we had got paid like weeks later. It was on a check and all of that stuff. I think it was that you were talking about, but
maybe I don't know. But I was just saying that to say how like
you gotta be
like that's kind of how, you know,
professional.
Professional.
Yeah. Entrepreneurship has so many layers to it.
Like, once I get all the way professional, I'm gonna teach my black sisters how to be professional, because we need to learn. Like, this is how the white people stay rich. Like, literally. They don't pay no taxes, y'all.
Oh my God.
They don't.
Okay. So, okay, what was the last
They don't pay shit.
What was the last question we were going to ask Brittni? The final question.
What do you want people to remember about your brand 10 years from now?
Well, I don't want my brand to be a thought 10 years from now. I want my brand to still be going 10
relevant.
Years from now. Yes, I want my brand to be still relevant. Like Chanel been long gone, but I had on the new Chanel earrings and belt and stuff today. So exactly. I don't want it to be like, what do you want people to remember? When you remember, it's like it's kind of like past tense. So I want it to be.
So where do you want your
lit all the stores?
Okay, so
where do you want it to be?
Where do you want it to be?
So 10 years, I'm gonna be 40 in my 40s. So I don't want us to be taking pictures and content of From Britt. I want maybe From Britt to be kind of like a black pretty little thing or something like that.
That'd be dope.
And then that's like for From Britt. And then where I don't have to be tired as hell taking all these pictures. I'm like,
you gotta like
I may
crazy
even
team.
sell it. I don't know. But Unicorn, I want it to be like super established in all the stores. Yes, you know, like Laquan Smith or
oh my god, I love
something like
Laquan
that.
Smith.
Like I want to be in stores even overseas. Like I have a friend, her brand is out of Australia, but she in London in Selfridges. She in LA in the Miami Webster. Like she all over.
That's dope.
The world in different stores. So that's what
I feel like From Britt can give like House of CB a little bit,
or like Mistress Raw.
Oh yeah, that was.
But
a sister
I have
company.
been testing out with From Britt, doing From Britt exclusives. So it may say for instance that puffer skirt that everybody been wearing. I sold the colors everybody been wearing, but I was like, friend, what other color like the factory? What other color do this fabric come in? And so maybe I might have it in a color no other girls have it, and then I actually have the tags that say like From Britt exclusive, where it's like it's something I know that's gonna sell. I don't gotta kind of test, and I just get a different colorway. So so From Britt, like I said, kind of like it's like I still want it to remain fast fashion because it's like quick flip, easy money.
Like quick, like cute shit that everybody
and
needs.
how I started that because I was like, Unicorn, I have to design it, take a second, then I dropped, and it's like it takes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you started. I noticed you started it during the pandemic, and I feel like it was really smart. Was it during the pandemic or no?
It was From Britt.
Yeah,
I started right before the pandemic, like that December before the pandemic.
Okay, because I felt like
I remember when you started. From Britt
I was like,
too.
I felt like it was really smart because I was like, it's easier to do wholesales faster, obviously.
Yeah,
so
I did it because girls, people look at me like sometimes fashion girl, whatever. I get in my moments like I don't feel like taking pictures, but like I make a Zara outfit look like like put the right shit with it. And I was like, you know what? You know how people kind of quit going to malls so much. And so I was like, I'm tired of every time I post a picture, they like, where'd you get the jeans? Where'd you get the top? Where'd you get the? And I said, I'm about to be like,
I got it from Britt. I remember you was making up the title and you asked me, you did ask me. I remember.
I think asking you too. So that's how those came about, but that's what I want for the future.
I love it.
So y'all make sure y'all shop with me.
Yes, make sure drop all your Instagram. Your Instagram.
Yeah, shop all the Instagrams for Unicorn and From Britt.
Yeah.
From Britt is at From Britt, FROMBRITT. And Unicorn Universe is unicorn spelled the correct way. Universe spelled the correct way. USA at the end. That is both of the social media. And then From Britt is FromBritt.com. And Unicorn Universe is the THE, unicorn spelled right, universe spelled right.com.
Do you have any
Those
YouTubes
are the two.
Or anything?
I don't really have YouTube.
TikTok.
I have.
What happened to your YouTube?
I still have my YouTube. I think it's
Tell 'em about
Life
it
of
too.
Brittni is my YouTube channel. And it's a lot of like videos on there and stuff. Older, it's a little bit older, maybe few months, not that old. Like actually going to shoots with me, actually working, seeing when everything went wrong and everything may have went right, and how I just kind of prevail and get through my work day. So a lot of that's on there. And then
it's very interesting.
Thank you. The university is the unicornuniversity.com, and there's vendors list on there. I have webinars that's pre-recorded, ebooks, and I like y'all said, I really do want to get that back up and going, but it's just so hard finding good, reliable, consistent people because I can't work on all these things by myself. But the information, one thing about knowledge is no expiration date, so it's still very helpful. Whether if I recorded a year ago, if you don't know how to do an LLC, it's the way you do it ain't changed. Right. So yeah, make sure y'all check all of those things out.
Anything we should be looking forward to in the near future? Dropping?
Well, the second drop of Earth Sucks collection is coming on Unicorn Universe, so I'm super excited about that. I can't wait for that. Like I said, that's really my favorite. I like both, but that's my fave. And then just look out every Friday, new From Britt, new arrivals. And what else? The fall collection. And yeah, so that's kind of pretty much it for now.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you so much, Brittni. You definitely dropped some gems and some
Thank y'all for having me.
Very good tea. I learned a lot about you.
I'm the first guest.
Yes.
So everybody after me.
Come with it.
Yes.
Y'all gotta come with it because this was a really good interview.
Really good.
I feel like we did a good job.
And I learned a lot about you.
Really?
A lot. Yes. Well, you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We will be having another guest, and we'll see you guys later.
Yes, bye.